Think I'm ready. There we go. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Clubhouse. Good morning to what is Periscope and Twitch. Everybody, appreciate y'all. What's going on? Of course, my name is Jason Sweeting. Everybody calls me Jay the Trader. They call me that because I love to trade and I love to teach people how to trade. I think that today is going to be another beautiful, prosperous day. Why? Not because we're going to make a ton of money in the market, even though it's going to be fun because we're going to make some money in the market. But more than anything, what we're going to be able to do is enjoy our family, enjoy our friends, smile at people, hold the door for strangers. We just going to have a good time living the day. So let's go into the market with a happy heart. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to fear anything. We don't have to worry about anything. We can just go in here and we can show the market with some questions on any of the platforms. Just type them. I love to answer them. It's what I love to do. Let us dig into this market. You feel me? Look at my P&Ls from yesterday. Y'all see my P&Ls from yesterday. I took some early losses. Look at that, down 418, and I finished the day up 1100. I took an early loss, jumping the gun, but it's all good. 1100 ain't a bad day. Ain't a bad day. Not so bad for the old man. He still kind of know how to trade. He still know how to trade a little bit. What up, Ken? You all right? Man, I'm feeling good. Feeling very good. You know me. Last night was fun. We had bully testimony. What'd you say?
No, go ahead.
No, I was saying last night was fun. We had bully testimony service with Jazz last night. That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, she went in. Yeah. She did her thing last night.
Yeah, I was enjoying myself with that. What were you about to say though?
No, I was going to say that you talked about how your day went. You started off, I believe you said in the red, but end up in the green.
Yeah.
A lot of times people only talk about the good.
Yeah.
Can you talk about both?
For sure. Yeah, man. Trading is a game of probability. It's not a game of certainty. We know that the sun will rise tomorrow. We don't know that the S&P will. And it's because of those that quote unquote uncertainty. If you take a trade and it doesn't work, I get it. If you have a trade that has a 90% probability, all you know is that you're going to lose 10 times out of 100. That's basically what it means to have a probabilities or a probabilistic situation. You know what I'm saying? So you don't win every time. What you do every time is what you're supposed to do. And you divorce yourself from the wins and from the losses. Who cares if I win or lose? Did I do what I was supposed to do when I was supposed to do it? If I did that, then I won. Because the goal in trading, even in investing and all the other things that we can do with finance, is not to make money. The goal is self-mastery. The profits are just a result of self-mastery. That's all it is. If you have self-mastery, then the profits are like the results. Like, oh, wow, look at all the money. They must be disciplined. Oh, wow, look at all the money. They must be patient. Wow, look at all the money. They must have a sense of self-mastery. Wow, look at all the money. They must not be greedy. Wow, look at the money. They must not be fearful. You see what I'm saying? We don't go after the fruit. We go after the root. The root is self-control. It just produces the fruit of profitability. You know what I'm saying? So I try my best to just be patient. If you take an L, you take an L. You know what I'm saying? You take it just like you take the W. You know what I'm saying? As long as you did what you were supposed to do, man, I got my signal and I took a trade the way I was supposed to. Boom. That was it. I got my signal. I took the trade the way I was supposed to. Wow. There was my setup. There was my signal. I got in where I was supposed to and it came against me. Cool. You know what I'm saying? Cool. I did what I was supposed to do. So that's all that matters. Well, next time they come up, I'm gonna do the same thing. The next time the trades show up, I'm gonna do the very same thing again. You know, that's how you play this game. You don't try and win all the time. You try and do what you're supposed to do all the time. We have an opening price 168.04. We have an overnight low 168.03. Overnight high is 169.02. Beautiful, beautiful moves. Beautiful moves. Beautiful moves. I'm talking about nice gap fill overnight. You know what I'm saying? Some beautiful things happening in the market. So I'm not mad about tonight's the overnight price action. In fact, I think it's kind of dope. The bonds haven't presented, just quite yet what they're gonna do, but they're showing me a little bit of something. I don't know quite yet. I can't say up or down right now, but I will say they're showing me some promise, and I'll take promise all day. Let me see properties. Let's make this a few gaps in the market overnight as well. By closing some of the action yesterday, we had a big drop off of the 1400 candle. Um, I think I did call downside of that trade room, which is cool. We played some things, man. Played some good trades yesterday. It came out pretty positive. So I wasn't mad, and I'm not mad about yesterday's price action. It played tight for a little while. It was nice and tight for a little while, but it loosened up just in time for us to get to the money. So I'm not mad about that. Let's go check out the S&P 500 while we have an opportunity. Wow. Look at the S&P trading 37.77. Good job. All right. All right. Overnight low for the S&P is 37.6475 looks to be. If you're following along, you can follow along with me on Thinkorswim or TradeStation or TradingView by typing in ZB for the bonds or ES for the S&P 500, right? The overnight high was put in very close to the open off the open candle 37.9825. And our opening price today was somewhere around 37.9225. So it's been a pretty textbook. Today's been pretty textbook over here on the ES, no lie. Like pretty textbook sort of day. So it's Friday. We're gonna take our time. In the group, we call it Messy Monday and Freaky Friday. Early on in my trading career, Monday is when you piss people off, and Friday is when you settle the score. So I kind of let Fridays, I kind of, I'm patient on Fridays. Don't get it twisted. I'm very, very patient. Let me tell you all a little something that's very cool about the bonds. You might know about, I'll teach you something that I teach the students. You might know about the fact that the bonds and the S&P have an inverse relationship, right? You could, for example, when the bonds rise, the S&P falls. But what we've been seeing recently is something that is peculiar. When the bonds rise, the S&P is rising as well, right? And I know everybody is like, yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is madness. No, it's not madness. What I have and what I teach my students is something called the dance. The dance, the dance, the dance, the dance. And there are two dances. One dance is I go this way, you go that way. That's a dance. The bonds go up, ES goes down. We call that the dance. There's another dance. One is I go, you wait. Then you go and I'll wait. Right? So oftentimes when you see the market behave in that way, you're looking for the behavior that you normally see. Where's the dance? Is one going up while the other going down? I'm not getting that kind of response. Well, what's happening? One is going down and the other one is waiting. Then the other one is going down while the first one is waiting. That's the other dance. When both of markets want to fall, what you will see primarily is that one will go down and then it will wait while the other goes down. So you won't see an inverse relationship. What you'll see is that while one does something, the other one will do nothing at all. You'll have a falling ES and a ranging bonds, or you'll have a rising bonds and a ranging ES. When you have those sort of situations, you know that you have both markets wishing to go the same way. If people use indicators like RSI, if people use indicators like that, or you use any kind of moving average, and you see that both instruments have reached low points in the average, and you say to yourself, wow, how can one continue to go down and the other go up? What you want to look for is, are they doing the first dance or are they doing the second dance? That's one of my, like, man, sometimes I'll sit back and say, okay, I see what's going on. So that's one of the ways that I look at it. I look at the fact that it's like they're dance partners. If one is going one way, one goes the other way. That's one dance that they know how to do together. When they do that dance with each other, I love it because it's so easy to be able to pick off the market. You know what I'm saying? One is confirming the other's move. One's move is at the same time, one is hitting support while the other is hitting resistance. It's like this dance that they're doing, and it's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? But then sometimes they don't do that. They do another dance, the second dance, dance number 2. You go first, I'll wait. Then I'll go and you wait. They do that dance. And when they do that dance, you also have to be cognizant in the market. It's a great time to get to the bread. You feel me? Great time to get to the bread. So I just wanted to share that. It's a cool little situation about the bonds. Everybody talks about the inverse relationship. So a lot of new folks, they go in and they say, well, the other one ain't going down. Why this one going up? Well, it's 2 dances. You know what I'm saying? As long as you know all your dance moves, you'll be good to go. Are there any questions on anything? I have overnight high of 169.02, overnight low 168.03 for a 31 tick overnight range. I have the open at 168.04 as well. We have no market open as of yet, but we do have some good reason to believe that the buyers are squarely in control of the evening. And man, it's gonna be fun to trade today. Let me see if I have any questions or comments. Good morning, great morning. Okay, oh, look at Todd. Okay, started your course yesterday. Very good, very good. Kevin Cornell, good morning. It's good to see everybody. I want to just remind you all, if you did not get a chance to watch the live yesterday with Jasmine, go back to my Instagram, go back on YouTube, watch yesterday's video. It is quite enlightening. I shared a stage with a young lady named Jasmine. Jasmine is a beautiful soul from, she lives in the Northeast, and she found my course because of another student, and she became a profitable trader. And now she has a $50,000 account that she earned through a combine partner. I believe she used Earn to trade, and now she trades at a prop firm called Helios. And man, she's just making bread. So I want you all to check out some of the questions, her techniques and tactics. What's her favorite trade? What's it like trading live, et cetera, et cetera. I say what I love to say is this, and I want to make sure nobody misconstrues what I'm saying. I say, yo, most times when people ask me to come on Clubhouse, I'm like, yo, I'm Jason. Everybody calls me Jay the Trader. Or I even say it's so boilerplate. Hi, I'm Jason Sweeting. I'm a trader from Miami, Florida. Everybody calls me Jay the Trader. Why? Because I love to trade. But more importantly than that, I love to teach people how to trade. I turn people into ATM machines, right? So everybody goes, oh, Shaquan, what up, girl? How you feeling? Everybody says, oh man, he could turn me into an ATM machine. So immediately they think they're going to get money. And I just want to make sure you all understand what I do. I turn people into ATM machines. ATM machines don't get money. ATM machines give money. Hear me out. What our job and our responsibility is not to go and get money. That's too small. We can't go get water. We gotta be a spring. We can't go get money. We have to be an ATM. We are somewhere. We are the person our families, our friends, our community knows they can come to when they need solving of problems, when they need a solution. We the ATM. I turn people into ATMs. People can come to me with an issue. They can come to you. They can come to you and they can say, man, if grandma house gonna get repoed, you know what I'm saying? Grandma car gonna get took. They're gonna take mama house. And you can say, well, what's up? She ain't paid the taxes in years. Okay, don't worry about that. Here go 10 racks. You take care of the taxes. You an ATM now. You feel me? You are ATM now. You are the person that everybody can come to in order to get their situation solved. You feel me? I make ATM machines, not I make people rich. I make people a resource. You feel me? That's what you gotta be. Right now, we're entering to. Everybody thinks that it's cool, but we're entering into, in my opinion, some of the darker financial times that the country has ever seen, because the gap is widening and no one cares about the folks in the middle. And you see the haves and the have-nots. Their wealth is splitting. It's splitting. You know, access to data, access to information, access to opportunity is splitting and splitting and splintering. Access to healthcare, access to good, man, it's all splitting and splintering. And when this is happening, you know what that means. That means that you're gonna get what everybody in your family at the family reunion, and it's gonna be 2, 3 of y'all with real money, and everybody else ain't really gonna have it. And guess what? That's cool. You need to have that bread because somebody got to buy the barbecue and somebody got to buy the fish and somebody got to buy the grease. You know, don't sit back and say, man, who else chipping in? You ain't got ATMs. Don't ask who else chipping in. Don't do that. Guess what you do? Hey, it's all good. I got you. Hey, it's all good. I got it. Hey, don't worry about it. I got it. Hey, it's all good. You know what that does? What it does is turn you into a servant. See, what we talk about in my community is that we wish to grow and serve. We want to be able to answer gallon-sized problems. We cannot answer gallon-sized problems with pint-sized solutions. We have to grow our ability and we have to grow our capacity. And once we do that, then guess what we can do? We can really now solve some problems. You know, that's the name of this game. That's what I want to do, and that's what that's what I want to do for you, man. I want to turn people into ATMs. I turn people into problem solvers. I turn people into resources. So, you know, I want to just clarify that because I know everybody kind of is like, yo, what's this dude? He kind of getting crazy with the ATMs. Yeah, I am. I am getting crazy with the ATMs, but I believe if we try hard, we can do it. Marcellus, you have a question? Marcellus, do you have a question?
Yes, I do. Hi, good morning, everyone. Your time. I'm actually I just discovered your group this morning. I'm actually here at home in Paris, France.
Good.
And thank you. And so I'm quite curious as to what is your approach, because I hear a lot of philosophies here.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was kind of curious as to how do you instruct people to increase their portfolios on your side of the planet? Because at the moment I'm hearing just philosophies, and it's nice, but I'm just curious, please, if you could enlighten me.
All right, for sure. Do me a favor, mute yourself so it's not so staticky.
Okay, very good. How do I do that?
You hit that microphone bottom right of your screen.
Thank you.
All right, cool. That's a very good question. Marcellus, I think that any methodology, any trading methodology has to have a root. The root of the methodology is not one in let's get money. The root of the methodology is let's figure out the simplest way to grow and serve. What is the simplest way we can do it? I'm so glad you asked the question, bro, because after studying a lot of different methodologies, Fibonacci and Heikin-Ashi and Elliott waves and market profiling and candlestick patterns and price action and studying what else? The extensions, Ichimoku and his dragons. And after studying all those different things, what I did was created my own methodology. It's called the Mastery Method. If you are a trader, if you are an investor, you only have 3 questions to answer every day. 1, 2, 3 questions. Only 3. If you can answer any of these questions, if you can answer 3 questions, you can make a ton of money every day. And the psychology, what it is a root. See, you can't say, I want to learn how to trade. I want to make a lot of money because I'm going to go and I'm going to engorge myself in everything I've ever wanted. I'm going to drink myself crazy. I'm going to sex myself to death. I'm going to eat everything I can. And I'm going to fly on every private jet I can find because this world is about me. That's a psychological state. And a lot of people are there. But you can't be there if you're going to be a good trader. And you can't be there if you want to use certain methodologies, because the root of a man, the root of a woman is how they think, their heart. If you are a greedy person, you will be a greedy trader. If you are a fearful person, you will be a fearful trader. But if you understand that the world is built in terms of abundance, and that there's enough for me and enough for you and enough for everyone, then what you become is a sharer. You become someone whose heart is open. You see, so that's why psychology is the beginning. Now, the methodology, boy. After studying all of those, I realized that you only have 3 questions to answer every day, and the question is, can you answer these questions? Where are the buyers? Where are the sellers? And who's going to win? Where are the buyers? Where are the sellers? And when they get there, who's going to win? Because if you can answer that, then, oh man, you can make a ton of money. Ton of money. If you ask about Fibonacci, all he's trying to tell you is where the buyers and where the sellers may be and who win when you get there. If you talk about Elliott waves, he's just telling you where the buyers and sellers, he's trying to explain that. So what I did for my students was I read the books, sort of the cliff notes, but really told them, push all that stuff aside. You don't have to read 400 pages on Elliott wave patterns. You don't have to read 100 pages on Fibonacci. You don't have to watch 4 hours of videos on fib levels and how their behavior. No. What we're going to talk about is psychology, because if you're trading and what you're looking at is candles, you're looking at people's psychology. That's what we're looking at. If the candles go up, they're thinking something. The market, the people are thinking something. If the candle goes down, the market, the people have a thought. If we're not into how people think, if we're not thinking about the way people interpret and live their lives, we're going to be half as good as trader as we can be. And we can't be half as good as trader. So yes, it is psychological in its essence, in its root, but it is very technical. Now we answer those 3 questions. Where are the buyers? Where are the sellers? And who's going to win? If we can answer those questions each and every day, we're going to make a ton of money. And what I do is I teach my students how to find the buyers quick, how to find the sellers quick, how to know which way the market is going to go every day, and then how to make a whole ton of money. Check my Instagram profile. You can check the last 3 days. I used to post their P&Ls one by one, but it's starting to take too much time. So now I just video while they all let them roll, because it takes too much time for them to post it, for me to repost it, for them to post it, for me to repost it and put a little bully symbol. Man, it takes too much time. And what I've taken is actors and actresses and doctors and lawyers and single mothers and single fathers and teachers and felons and people who got to go in, white, black, and Asian, Hispanic, and Muslim, and Jew, and Gentile, and Protestant and Catholic. I've taken a group of people just from everywhere, wherever they from, whoever you are. Hey, come in this room, because now you're a bomb bully, and we family now. We're family first. We love each other, and we care about each other on the charts, but we care about each other off the charts. We want you to win in your marriage. We want you to win in your parenting. We want you to win in your entrepreneurial endeavors. We get with each other. Hey, we're the real estate people. Go help the real estate people. Hey, we're all my health nuts and all those vitamin people. Come post about that. Hey, we're the budgeting people. Hey, come over here and talk about this budget stuff. Hey, we're family. Let's help each other. That's psychology. We're going to be a group. We're going to be together. And if a man can be at peace, then when he approaches the market, he will be a man at peace in the market. You can't be a fearful, anxious, aggressive, greedy, undisciplined man and then try and be a trader. You're gonna hurt yourself. So what we do is build a community where we love each other, we care about each other, and we trade this market together each and every day. It's about 240, 260 of us jump in here. We call out where to buy, call out where to sell. But what I always say, Marcellus, is making money is the easy part. Hey, if I wake my daughter up right now and tell her to click whether it's gonna go up or down, she gonna be right half the time. Half the time, because it can't go up or down. So that's the easy part. The hard part is realizing that after you grow, your job is to serve. That is where the psychology really becomes powerful. Because the most rewarding thing that I've found after realizing that all I am is an ATM machine, I can wake up, make as much money as I want to make, and go back to bed. The biggest P&L for me, Ninja Trader, Thinkorswim, TradingView, TradeStation, they don't even track this column. They have columns for wins, losses, if you made money going up or down. They don't have a column for how many people you help make money. But that's my new column. I love that column. How many people can you help get financially free? How many people can you get off their job? How many people can you help do what they want to? That's my thing, man. Oh man, come on, Marcellus. It's got to start with psychology, because that's where a man begins. That's where a market begins. It starts with their belief. Then it moves to technicals. Yes, it moves to fundamentals. Yes, we understand analysis. Yes, we do qualitative and quantitative. Yes, but our ultimate goal is to grow and serve and to be a blessing to the people around us. That's really a heart issue. That's a mind issue. I turn people into ATM machines, Marcellus. I don't turn them into money getters. I turn them into money givers. I turn them into people who are generous, people who have large souls. That's what I do, man. That's what it's about.
Jay, if I could just check in, Marcellus, I understand. I'm not sure where you came in a conversation, so I don't even know if you know that.
Yeah.
Jay is focused on the bond market, and it's a really minority conversation here on Clubhouse, and I think in the trading and investing space anyway. So what he does every day is he does his pre-market breakdown.
Good morning, everybody. While they talking Clubhouse, let's figure out how we're going to get to this.
Jay, I know you only got a few more minutes. Marcellus, I welcome you back every single day. Jay does this, but also to his free webinar. He does it every Wednesday evening, and also on Sunday.
Cassie is so good. She does that so well. I get so torn. I get so thrown off. I be like,
I don't want to honor the others that are on stage. Not shutting you down at all, Marcellus. You know it's all love. I just want to make sure before we wrap and even come back.
Look at Lamar's like, oh, she got it. Yeah, Cassie is dope. No, that's cool. That's cool. Marcellus, you just went into a bag of mine that I love. I love that bag. But I appreciate you. Bank, you got a question?
Yeah, I do. So I'm new to Clubhouse, and so I actually trade the bond market myself. I trade the ZB and the ZN on Ninja Trader too. I'm currently doing that now.
Nice.
When I seen turning people into ATMs, and then his question, I was thinking we was also talking about because his question seemed portfolio based. And so I was hoping to tap in and say some of the ways I set up my portfolio, but it sounds like that ain't what we on. So I just want to get some clarification before I even say anything.
You know what, Bank, is cool. What I say is this for that portfolio thing. The bond's so smooth, and I know you probably already understand that the bond's so smooth. So what you can do, and it's good to meet another bonds trader. We got to definitely link. I'm going to follow you. Make sure you follow me back, man. Let's link sometime or something like that. But what I do is the bond's going to pay me in 60 minutes. I take the money and put it in portfolios so it'll pay me when I'm 60. Because that investing, it pay you when you're 60. But most people, they need a paycheck then, and they need to change their financial picture right now. So I use the bonds to fuel it. We day trade to fuel the investments. We day trade to play the options bigger. That's what we do. You feel me? Is that what you do as well, Bank?
It is what I do, but also too, I'm an ABS advisor with Assets Before Splurging. And so I teach people how to create their own private banks. And so nice. I use my gains to buy more private banks. And then I turn that debt cash into asset cash. Mm-hmm. And then I do that to, play options and stuff. And then just like you said, you hit on something that I really liked. A lot of people ain't aware that we are going to be facing dark economic times. Last year, January, the yield curve inverted. And anytime the yield curve inverts, that signifies, and it's been accurate for the last 8 recessions, that another recession is coming. And then also every 50 to 75 years, we go through a depression, and baby boomers haven't seen the depression yet. So I don't know if you're hearing the block orders going on right now. Actually, hold on, let me turn that thing down. I apologize.
No, it's all good, bro. It's all good. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So Marcellus, that's how bank gets down. What he does is he uses the money to go buy debt, and then he buy the debt, turns it into an asset. Buying paper is a dope way to look at it. I'm sorry if I ain't get to everybody on the stage in good time. You know, this whole moderating thing. But if you do have a question, I want to make sure I get it before I go. It's 8:31. I'm usually out of here by 8:20 a.m. So if you have any other questions, please let me know. If not, you know, I'm going to go ahead and get with the bully so we can get with the market. There you go. Daya, your question. May I please have it? Banks, thanks so much, man. I followed you. Let's make sure that we link up. It's good to meet another bonds trader.
Definitely. I just followed you just now, too.
You already know. I'm going to hit you on the gram or something like that, or hit me on the gram so I don't forget or something like that. And then we can link up. You know, it ain't nothing but a call.
All right, definitely. Let's tap in.
There we go. Daya, what's up? How you feeling?
Good morning. Good morning. I just want to say thank you. I was on for the first time earlier this week, and we talked about emotional intelligence and with trading. And just to echo what you were saying earlier, it's really important.
Yes,
because
I still Zoom.
One of my
in fact, I'm on Zoom
one of my
right
issues is I know what I'm supposed to do, but because I don't check my fear, I sell too soon. I'm not watching the technicals close enough. I'm fearful at times. I can be greedy at times.
My class is $6.99.
So I listen to you because it's very inspirational from that standpoint for me to keep my emotions in check.
I can shoot you a
Stick
discount
with what
code.
I know. Don't jump on hot trends and end up really losing out big because you jumped on something that was hot. It didn't do your research and then it tanks. So I've learned my lesson the hard way. I jumped on Kodak. And I was winning big, and then I held it overnight like an idiot, and
it turned on you.
Correct.
Yeah.
So we talked about a company called Solar Edge earlier this week, and your expert panel members were helping me kind of figure out where it was at because it got an upgrade. And I wanted to jump in with my, because I have that fear of missing out. And I got some really good advice, and I waited. And normally, sometimes I jump in right as the market opens. Big mistake. I held back. I listened to, what you guys were telling me, and I waited. And instead of jumping in like I normally would have, and I would have rode that market down at least $10 to $12 a share right out of the gate, because that's what happened. It popped and it dropped right away.
Right.
I was able to get in at the low and turned probably $100 trade into a $1,200 trade.
Ain't God good? Somebody hit the organ real loud. Somebody.
And that was in 2 hours. And guess what? It turned back around right when I sold it, because I knew this stock moves like a mini Tesla. I moved out because of the profits, right? Took my profits and said, yeah, it could keep going up, but I'm gonna go ahead and get out now because I know the patterns of this stock. Sure enough, went back down, bought it, took that ride back up again.
Look at you. A retest? Who ordered a retest? You say somebody ordered a retest and you took the ride one more time, huh?
Correct. And so I would have ended up, let me tell you straight up, I would have ended up in the opposite situation had I done what my emotions were telling me to do on that trade.
Right.
That FOMO gets me every time.
Right. And
you are such an inspiration as far as, going through your morning setups and just preaching what you do. It speaks to me. So that's why I tune in, because you could give me a good trade. You could tell me what you think is popping today, and I'm here for that too. But I really need that emotional check.
Right. And that's really the basis of it. At the end of the day, one of the things Jasmine said yesterday in all of her wisdom, she said, trading is 99% or 90% emotions, and 10%, all of the other stuff. If we don't think right in our hearts, if we don't have a good place in our hearts, man, you're going to have a hard time in the market. It's very, very difficult. And I love what you say. You checked your emotions. And because of the fruit of checking your emotions was profits. It wasn't like you went to get the profits. No, you just got yourself under control and the profits came to you. And that's just, somebody told me there's a market quote that says the market is an instrument that removes or transfers money from the impatient to the patient, or from from the greedy to the generous. And that's really what the market does. Like, that's exactly what it does. It's that kind of machine. And I appreciate what you're saying so much. I'm going to try my best, Daya, trust me. I'm going to try my best to be here every morning. I'm going to try my best to inspire, and I'm going to try my best what it means to model being a good community member out here, because that's most important to me. We can always make more money. But man, how often can we get a chance to make a friend? How often can we get a chance to be helpful? You don't always get that chance. Everybody, I challenge you. Here's an exercise that I give to my students. To divorce yourself from the outcome, to overcome your fear or greed or FOMO, to overcome that, here's a quick exercise. Take some money. Now, I don't want it to be a debilitating amount of money, but take some money, and not no $2 little. I'm talking about enough money to cover a bill, like a car note. You know what I'm saying? Like, take some money and walk up to somebody you don't know and that you'll never see again. Somebody who you don't know and that you'll never see again, and give it to them. Give it to them. Give them the money. Give them the money. Give it to them. You don't keep it. Give it to them. Walk away. Don't stand there for the thank yous. Don't stand there for the cheers and applause. Don't stand there for that. Hey, love you. Much love. Boom. Put it in a bag. Make them think that they're getting food. When they open it up, it's a ton. It's a rack. It's $800, $900, $400, $500 in it. Boom. You give it away. You go back home. You keep living. This is what you will experience. You'll probably have about the same amount of money at the end of the month. You'll probably have the same amount of times you go out to eat. You'll probably experience what I'm trying to say. You'll experience the same quality of life. The same quality of life having given the money away. What you'll realize is that money doesn't have as much control over you as you think it does. What we're trying to do psychologically is divorce you from thinking that you need it. We've been taught throughout our lives, oh, you better go get that money. Oh, where that money at? Oh, where that money reside? Where the money, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have been taught to go get the money, go get it. It's so valuable. And really, it's not. What's valuable is watching someone's eyes light up when you know their needs are met. Now, that is priceless. But we have to divorce you from however many years you've been alive. We have to divorce you from the need of going to get money. And the way to do that, one of the ways that I found is dope, is be charitable and realize that your quality of life isn't changing. So if you lose a couple hundred, if you lose 500, if you lose $1,000, you're not hurt over it. You're not hurt over it. Your quality of life does not change behind that. And then what you'll start doing is realizing, oh, I lost $100 trade. I lost a $200 trade. I lost $300 in the market. Okay, cool. Doesn't matter. What I'll do is I'll get it back tomorrow when I have another trading opportunity. So divorce yourself from the outcome of a trade by being generous in your real life. Being generous in your real life. Daya, I really appreciate you sharing that today. And I'm going to be right here for you. We got one more top trader and then we'll be done. Top trader, what's up, man?
Hey, morning, guys. I was just jumping in, and I heard the conversation about emotions and how that's really a really hard thing to manage in investing, and how mindset is important. And I just wanted to share a resource that I think might be useful for everyone. There's a book out there called The Behavioral Investor, and it's written by a guy called Daniel Crosby, and it's just a great book to understand a little bit about what it really takes to become a successful investor, because actually humans are built in the worst way. All the things we want is actually the worst thing you can have when it comes to investing. So it's a quick read. I think it's a great one, and if people don't want to spend the money, there's an interview on my podcast with the author, and where we take the essence out of the book. So either way, it's a great insight, I think.
Oh, that's wonderful. Wonderful. I appreciate that, Top Trader. Top Trader, where you from?
So, originally, I'm Danish, but I live in Switzerland, and I have been involved in investing since the 1980s. I think I got into the markets in September 1987, just before Black Monday.
Right.
87. But anyway, I ended up in the rules-based investment world, right? So I besides doing my podcast, which is just my hobby,
right,
I work for one of the oldest systematic rules-based trading firms, where we have a 47-year track record. So it works if you can, if you can part your emotions away from decisions. And as the author of the book says, it's better to have rules. You shouldn't have goals. You should have rules.
Right.
It's like when you start the new year, right? You want to lose 10 pounds. I mean, that's a goal. But if you just have a rule about going to the gym every day, you're going to get to your goal.
Right.
And the same thing with investing. And I think, not that I try to predict anything. That's not how we trade. We just follow trends. But I just want to alert your room, and I'm grateful that you're creating this space. I just want to say that I think, unfortunately, with what's going on in the world, 2020 might just be a little foretaste of what comes in 2021.
Yes.
And so people need to be really careful. And the other thing, at least that we spend a lot of time talking about on my podcast, is really risk management, where you really should think about risk before you think about profits.
Yes.
So anything, if I can do anything, if I can help anyone, just let me know.
Top Trader, I appreciate you, man. What I did is I followed you. Would you do me a favor? Would you shoot me a message on Instagram or something like that? And so
do you
we
have
can.
Anything other than Instagram? Because I
have Twitter and stuff like that. I think you can click that. It would be my pleasure to talk to you further, man. I'm always interested in getting to know traders and getting to know folks. And before you get off, could you tell us the title of that book one more time?
Of course, yeah. It's called The Behavioral Investor, and it's written by a guy called Daniel Crosby. And maybe one other book that springs to mind is a book called The Psychology of Money, written by a guy called Morgan Housel. Those two are great reads, and they don't take long to get through.
There are 100 of us in here. Hey, I really appreciate that. Much love to you. Much love to you, Top Trader. And we'll get together very soon. Everybody, you already know what it is, man. The clock on the wall says that's about all. I enjoyed y'all. I had a ball with boom, boom, skeet, skeet. That's it. I've got to split. Before I go, I'd like to thank Cassidy. I'd like to thank Shaquan. Shaquan, you're really quiet this morning. You know what I'm saying? But it's love to you. Where you at, girl?
It's all good. It's all good. I'm here, man. I'm enjoying the conversation. Don't beat me up yet, man. Don't do it. I'm here to support you.
No, it's love. It's love. If y'all don't know Shaquan Lopez is the dopest Forex trader I know, like straight up, like hands down, by far the dopest Forex trader I know. Just a wonderful woman, great mom, great wife, you know what I'm saying? Great family person, and here for the community, helping real folks get real money. Much love and appreciation to her for just hanging out. 5-star Lamar, Ken, I see you. Look at Dahlia still hanging out. Top Trader, everybody. Lottie Dottie and everybody. I appreciate y'all. It's Friday. Let's go get some easy money. After that, you know what I'm saying? Let's go hold the door for a stranger. You know what I'm saying? Let's buy somebody lunch. Let's take a relative lunch. Let's call somebody who we've been meaning to call for the last 2 weeks and haven't said Happy New Year to. Makita in the building. I saw you jump up too. Makita, what's good?
Hey, good morning. I'm on my 5-mile walk, so I'm listening. I'm taking it in. Just a quick introduction. Happy Founders Day to any of you.
I was about to say, come on, how you gonna skip that? Happy Founders Day to the K's, man. Happy Founders Day to the K's.
I just wanted to do that, get that off my chest. I actually just saw Sora drive by.
I hear you, Lamar.
So I'm a fundraiser. Any person interested or ever considered running for office, I just wanted to put that out there. I have big.
Look at my girl Makita. Makita is up getting it. Hey, y'all don't know Makita. Makita is dope. She's always been involved in the political space, raising a whole lot of funds, raising a whole lot of awareness, serving her community in that way. Makita, it's fantastic, so fantastic to hear from you today. I really appreciate you hanging out for a little while.
Yeah, thank you. I'm brand new to trading. I opened up a Robinhood account.
God bless you. Look at you. Everybody clap for her. Great job. Oh, and now she's with the K's. Okay, so it's a thing now. Makita, I love you so much. I'm about to jump into this trade room. I appreciate you so much. Facebook and Twitch, YouTube and Periscope. Everybody, I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me this morning. Let's get to the money. Let's be safe. Let's love on each other. And you already know I'll be back Monday morning, bright and early, trying to get you ready for the market as well. I'll see you soon. All right. Take care. Oh yeah, as always, holla at me if you need me. Trainings. Just go to Instagram, make a flyer. Come on, man. Follow me because I'm going to teach for free on Sundays. So free training then. Cassidy always tells me I forget to tell people how to actually get in contact with me, and I'm working on that. Okay, Sunday, I have a training on Sunday. You can sign up for that through the link in my bio on Instagram. I go live often to talk about tips and tricks on how to use the platform and how to become a better trader. I do that all the time. I'm here every morning at 8 a.m. and what you can do is, now that you know about it, ping a friend, tell somebody else that this is what we're doing. We're talking about how to be wonderful people, and more than likely, we're also talking about how to get to the bread. So you know we're going to do that. What else? You can follow me on Facebook and YouTube. You can follow me on Instagram. Everything is Jay the Trader. J_the_trader. And if you just find me on one of these links, one link will take you to the rest. I also have a free course. If you want to just find out, hey, what is this guy about? Take the free course, sign up for it. It's fine. I think that you're going to enjoy yourself in that because it's some valuable material. And Cassidy, I promise I'm going to get better at this when I get some coaching. All right.
We got you.
All right, for sure, man. Hey, look, the name of the group is Building Money Machines. So let's build them. Follow the group that's above right there, because I have some dope stuff coming up that trust me, real people telling you how to really get to the bread no matter where you at. You really need to follow this group, because when I'm done programming what we got programming, it's going to be cold-blooded. So follow the group so we can get down with it. All right? I hope I did a good job at that self-promotion. Not so good at it, but I'm trying. All right. Much love, y'all. I'll holler at you. Facebook, Twitch, Periscope. You already know what it is.